This is the new Magus Pro high gain distortion pedal from TC Electronic. It's a rat style pedal. It's got 3 different clipping modes, top mounted jacks. It's in this new mini pedal format that TC Electronic are doing, and it's only about $60. I love rat distortion. I love the fact that you can go from 80s hair metal rock to grungy, overdriven Nirvana style stuff with one pedal. And this, apparently, has more tones under the bonnet. Ooh, that was a horrible thing to say. Who wrote that script? This pedal intrigues me a lot because it's so cheap and it's got the 3 different clipping modes. So in this video, I'm going to give it the top 5 tones treatment, meaning that we're going to look at the pedal, I'll explain what the knobs do, what the switches do, find some tones that sound cool, and then choose my top 5 favorite ones, I guess. Helping me out today is the FRM 300 from Ibanez, the new Paul Gilbert for 2021. So you know this is going to be a good video because look at it. Anyway, Fender Deluxe Reverb into some vintage 30s, into some Sennheiser mics and the Capture X into your ears. Let's find out if the Magus Pro sounds any good. Here's a little bit of clean for you. I like this. This is good. I mean, rats generally, as I've said, you know, do it for me. This one's quite cheap, so I was wondering what it's going to do. We've got 3 modes. So TC is saying there's 3 pedals in this mini format, which I guess is true, but it's not 3 pedals. It's 3 different gain clipping stages of 1 pedal. But let's try them out. So we've got the classic, we've got the fat, and we've got the turbo mode. We've also got the gain, the volume, and the filter. And the filter is basically the same controls as a rat. But let's check out how they work and how they affect the tone. So it's got top-mounted jacks. You can obviously see them just there. Let's compare size. I've got a Honey Badger just there, which is a roughly standard size pedal. What else have I got? I've got a DS1. Everybody knows the size of a DS1, right? It's like the internet banana scale of measuring things. Let's check it out next to the DS1. It's just a little bit smaller. So it's not micro mini, you know, like the Ditto, or maybe even the Ratsbane from Wampler. The Wampler Ratsbane is smaller. So it is smaller. Hang on, let me put it next to it. It's smaller. It's the same width, but it's roughly the same height, with side-mounted jacks. So my guess is that the new shell shape and form is because they wanted top-mounted jacks. If you have a micro series pedal, you can't put top-mounted jacks on it. I think that's almost worth the $60 just for that tone. I haven't even done anything yet. That's a fun sound. That'll do it. That'll do it for you. Okay, instantly I'm going to change to the different clipping modes. I know that's what you're going to want to hear. So we're on classic right now. We're going to go to fat, which is going to boost the lower frequencies. Turbo time. That is louder. That's really, really quite crispy and what's the word? Sort of like, yeah, turbo. Let's go back to classic, and I'll just run through them very quickly without saying anything. news, the pedal does what TC says it does. So in the classic mode, we've got this tight bottom end with this crunchy mid-range, and then stick it in fat mode, you've got some boosting of the low frequencies. Then in turbo mode, it's the LED clipping section, and you've got more headroom and less saturation. So far, so good, TC. If this Magus Pro behaves like a real rat, as I crank the gain up, it's going to get darker. So I'm going to have to balance that with the filter. So bear with me as I do all of that. That's when it's getting darker. So past about 12, 1 o'clock. Still quite clear there. And then about there. That's quite a jump. Have a listen to that. So I'm here. Have a look at the gain. There's a tiny little jump where it suddenly gets really, really darker. So I'm going to do that. Incidentally, the filter is, I can never remember which one. The higher you turn it up, the more highs are cut. There we go. Don't forget, this is a pedal that costs around $60. And there's a lot packed into it. So I've got to keep remembering that it's not an expensive pedal. I've done some rather boutiquey pedals recently. This is on the other side. Filter, let's see if we can clean that darkness up. It's almost fuzzy. It stays usable with maximum gain, which is cool. Let's set everything back to the middle and check out Mr. Fatty. It's not giving me those. It's giving me that. It was just me, and it's not that easy to get. As a rat, I find the pedal to be quite dark when you get up the gain. I mean, I'm on the fat mode, so let's just try that on the classic mode before I make a statement like that. Next experiment, loads of gain, fat mode. Does it do big muff style fuzziness on those low strings? Fat mode, filter all the way down, gain all the way up. Yes, it does. Alright, so it does that 80s thing that I really liked at the beginning. It does that big muffy kind of full-on blur. Let's try turbo mode, which is more headroom, so not as distorted, not as saturated. Cleaner, I guess. Quarter gain. That's bright. That's hella bright. That sounds like some sort of 70s rock pedal or rock guitar tone. I wonder with single chords that'll probably clean up nicely. Maybe that'll make its way into the top 5 tones. I don't know yet. Let's back off the volume. It's now time for my top 5 tones from the Magus Pro. So I'll go away for a little bit and come back with 5 tones. Don't go anywhere because it will be instantaneous for you. as I'm taking the case apart, I will comment on the case. I think it's fantastic. It's like having a micro pedal, but having it top mounted, so it's a little bit wider, but I think it's actually thinner than if you had a micro pedal with jacks in it, with full jacks, with full size jacks in it. There we go. The things I do just to please everybody. There we go. Right, we have it open. I'll put it on the close-up camera so you can see it. That is the circuit board, and then they've hidden everything on the other side. Oh, brilliant. Thanks, TC Electronic. We've got all that stuff going on. So that's what it looks like inside. That doesn't really help me because I'm not that electronically minded. But it doesn't appear to have an LM308 chip, even though some websites said it did. There's everything going on inside. Some resistors I can see, some capacitors. It's SMD, of course, so lots of things and bits. What's on the other side? Oh no, that's fallen off. Okay, that's just the switch. Okay, so it's got a small electronic switch on it, and then that's just the thing that goes on top. That's fine, we can accept that. And then there's some pins on there that will come out. I won't put it back together just yet. I'll hold the case together like this. Overall, I would absolutely recommend this pedal. I can't comment on the longevity of how long it will last, how many stomps that stomp box will take, but it certainly feels like it will take a good beating. And I dig the sounds. I hope you did too. So there were 5 of my favorites and some more tones, and yeah, that's the Magus Pro, kind of. That's half of the Magus Pro. I might get in trouble for this. So make sure you leave a like on the video so that I can tell TC Electronic, well, people liked it. People loved it when I took your pedal apart. So yeah, make sure that you do that, please, so I don't get in too much trouble. Now that I've said the word trouble, it means it's the end of the video, which means you have made it to the end of the video club. To prove that you have made it to this part and you are part of the prestigious elite, when you leave a comment down below, thumbs up, please also include the phrase slew. That's not actually a phrase, it's a word, but you get the idea. So that's it from me and the Magus Pro brand new distortion pedal from TC Electronic. Thank you to TC for sending the pedal out, by the way. I hope that this video has helped people understand the pedal. I'll be back with this and some other Rat-style pedals, including the one from 1987, to see how they all stack up against each other, and the Wampler Ratsbane as well. We'll do another video on that. In the meantime, you can watch these videos, which are also excellent. So, cheers for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.